Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're watching or listening to Not-Stalgia. It's a video game you should be watching.
You should really be watching it.
Kate, have you played any point-and-click adventures? You actually have for this show, so
Yeah,
this
you
is
made
a
me
trick
do it.
question. Do you remember? I didn't just make you. Another one of our friends did.
Oh, Titanic, Adventure Out of Time.
No. You didn't actually play that. Me and this friend played that, and you chose not to participate, and we didn't make a podcast out of it.
I don't know what it's called.
It was called Day of the Tentacle.
Yes.
Maniac Mansion 2, Day of the Tentacle.
I don't like anything that has tentacles.
So our friend Hannah, we did Day of the Tentacle, and we played the whole game, if I remember. We've never done that before or since.
Is Freddy the Fish a point-and-click adventure?
Freddy the Fish is a point-and-click adventure. So
I've played that as a child.
We need to investigate this another time.
What about Oregon Trail? There's a lot of clicking.
Adventure?
There's clicking.
Sort of.
I would argue it's probably the most adventurous.
That's actually, I think, more too advanced almost of a game because there's so many elements you're on. Like your traditional point-and-click adventure is Freddy the Fish. You just click around, go from this screen to this screen. Well, Kate, in honor of the end of Space Month, which is going out with a whimper because you so hate it, Space Goofs.
Oh, I hated that.
Other than the cool Iggy Pop theme song.
Oh, the cool Iggy Pop theme song's pretty good. Let's put that here.
5 little monsters were riding through space. The spaceship broke and they fell into space. They gotta get out, but they don't know how. So they're waiting and waiting in a creepy, creepy house.
Hey, American kids. What is he? French kids. Okay, so that was called Space Goofs.
Yes.
Le Zinzin d'Espace or something. Now we're going to play the video game based on it, which is called Stupid Invaders, which I guess is a pun on Space Invaders, the old game.
Yes, but why?
So this is a point-and-click adventure game based on that show. This game came out a little bit after the show. It came out for the computer. It was a computer game on December 15th, 2000 in the EU, because this is a French show primarily, and February 21st, 2001 in North America. It was also ported to the Sega Dreamcast, a system we haven't talked a ton about. You played Sonic Adventure. That might be it for our Dreamcast so far. We have a lot more to cover. This was developed by Zlam Interactive, which as far as I can tell is the video game development offshoot of Zlam. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. It's Xilam. They made the show, then they made this video game division, and it seems like this is the only game they ever made, which is confusing to me, but doesn't matter.
It's not a good sign.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I saw an article about this game, Kate, in one of the video game magazines my brother was subscribed to when I was a kid. I think it was Electronic Gaming Monthly. He had that, and he had Game Informer. Sometimes he had Nintendo Power. He was really living it up, and I would just steal them when it was like a month out of date and read them. So I saw like a feature about this game in this magazine before it came out, and I was really weirdly fixated on it. Because this is going to sound really dumb probably now, but when I was a kid, I was always really intrigued by the idea of something that was like a 2D cartoon being adapted into 3D. So the idea that they were going to make this 2D show into 3D, I was like, how are they going to translate how the characters look? It just felt very futuristic to me, this idea of 3D, and now...
And you were like, I'm living 5G. I'm living in 2029.
Yeah. So I really wanted to play it, and then of course... like a year went by before it came out. I forgot about it. I never played it. So I'm kind of intrigued to sit down and try this for at least a few minutes with you today. It is a point-and-click adventure, and it is being played with a controller. These are better on a computer, but for some reason I've chosen to give you the Sega Dreamcast version. So you're going to have a little pointer on screen that you will have to control with the joystick. So
oh my good Christ.
good luck.
Why do you do this to me? Do you do this so I make more interesting content? Do you torture me like this?
If I'm being honest, it was much easier to get the Dreamcast version running than the PC version. This is just an old computer game with no modern support, so it would be harder. This is behind-the-scenes stuff that
I do not
even
know what this
you don't
means.
care about.
I do not care about it.
No one listening cares, and you least of all care, so...
All right, here I am.
First of all, just look at this selection of games that I've prepared for you for Dreamcast.
Look what I'm doing.
Do you know what any of these are?
Okay, there's one called Jeff Radio. What's it called?
Jet Grind Radio.
Okay. Crazy Taxi, I know that one. Marvel vs. Capcom, I know that one because I'm funny on it.
That's done.
The internet likes me when I do that. Crunchy Bracers. What? Choo Choo Rocket?
Choo Choo Rocket.
Okay.
You're gonna love that.
Sonic 2 with Sonic and Dark Sonic.
You skipped over your Looney Tunes racing game with Daffy Duck on a rocket.
Space Race, that seems zany. And then 2 copies of Stupid Invaders.
So Stupid Invaders had 2 discs. I don't want to assume, but I don't think we'll be getting to disc 2 today. So you're going to do the first one.
Okay, there's a theremin. All right, it's 3D. Are you freaking out?
I think it's kind of cool. Even now, I'm not going to lie. These are such highly stylized 2D guys. It's still interesting to me to see how they've chosen to make them 3D. Can't be easy.
It's amazing that these aliens have crash landed on our planet and already know about the renter's economy.
All right, so you're gonna move that foot. Move the foot around. See the foot?
Foot?
How zany that you're sort of like a Monty Python-esque foot is your cursor.
I'm kicking you. I'm kicking you. I'm kicking you.
Here's a guy holding a plunger with a fly on the end.
I don't like that.
This is all the things you like.
Toilet humor.
Ren and Stimpy-esque designs.
What is that?
You're really starting this with a positive attitude. I've
I'm
noticed.
keeping an open mind. I don't like how any of this looks. All right, so the spaceship has been repaired. We're going home.
Yeah, this is kind of like a sequel to the show, you know? This is their last mission. This game also was noteworthy for being just a little edgier than the cartoon could be, perhaps.
It's like desperado skeleton guy.
All right, so this is going to be you for the first segment of the game, and probably the only segment of the game that you get to. All right, here you go.
Me.
So remember,
I'm a me.
It's a point and click.
I gotta go.
adventure.
I gotta go. I gotta get away from this guy. I gotta go to the toilet. What? Now I see the toilet. You think I should get in the toilet?
It's a good guess as anything.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get in the toilet. Go in there, guy. Oh no, am I peeing? Now I'm pooping. This is horrible. Okay, so I thought I could escape in the toilet. No, okay. I guess I have to flush it now?
Can you aim at just the flush? Oh.
Oh, now I'm shitting again. This is horrible.
This is classic.
This is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me.
Classic point and click adventure shenanigans.
Okay, I'm going in the tank. I'm gonna go in the tank.
Was that an option? Notice that text comes on screen when you hover over certain things.
What? Yeah.
So you gotta kind of explore a little bit.
Oh, here. Should I look at the toilet paper?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It says soft, windy kiss.
Anything you can do there? Can you click on it?
Here. What? Oh.
What does that do? No.
Go away.
What else?
Oh my god, now I got GI swipe.
So it seems that each guy who lives here has their own toilet paper.
You know what? If you haven't lived in an apartment until you each have your own toilet paper. What's this? I think that's it though. Okay, well,
what else can you...
All right, go back.
Was there anything else? Can you hover around the toilet? Was there any other...
Toilet.
Oh, I've done no prep for this, by the way, so I have no advice for you that's real. Oh, the plunger. Did you see the plunger was clickable?
Oh, God.
So I'm in the same boat as you are here.
Okay.
I cannot give you any advice that I know will work.
Now I can plunge the toilet?
I guess. What's that do? Is that any different?
Oh.
This is so stupid.
A man is literally coming to hurt me.
All right, well, you have the plunger now. You're armed with the plunger. That's
I have
good.
the plunger.
All right, so I guess go back.
Oh, barfo. And I look like that? This is offensive for me.
Anything else? Can you go out the window?
Here? Get out of the
window.
window.
Yeah, look at that. Nothing? Can't. Nothing happens? Oh, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping you could climb up the wall with the plunger, but it doesn't appear to be the case.
This guy is coming to hurt me.
Hey, do any of your other buttons do anything? Do they? Yeah, okay. Try to, can you take the plunger and then click on the window?
Plunger.
Does that do anything? No.
Plunger wall. Plunger door.
I mean, you can go back. What happens what if you do go back?
Okay. So here I am now.
What if you click on the bad door?
The bad door?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Way to go, Tyler. I was vaporized.
I really didn't know you'd get a game over.
Now I have to point and click around again.
Does it start from the beginning? Press start. You can skip this. It'll put you, press start again. It'll put you right in.
Okay.
Okay.
Here I am.
All right, so don't open the door.
All right, I'm going to the toilet, I guess.
Okay, get the plunger again. What the heck can we do?
This is horrible.
It seems like the plunger and the window are related.
Right?
But is there, get the plunger.
It. I've gotten the plunger.
You can't flush the toilet? Like the flusher, well, you already plunged the toilet. What if you touch the toilet paper with the plunger now? Does that do anything different? Oh, what's that?
Drain, ugh.
Oh, you got some Drano?
Okay, should I get it?
Yeah, you gotta get everything you can. Should you put that in the toilet? So you just try to put that in the toilet.
Put the Drano in the toilet?
Yeah. We didn't
Tyler, why would you put Drano in the toilet?
Does it let you do that? No? So what's the Drano for? I'm sure if you drink it, you'll die and get a game over, probably.
I can't drink the Drano. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, so you now have Drano and a plunger. But otherwise, this is the only environment, right? You just gotta really scrutinize it. How about Drano on the window? I'm sure that doesn't do anything, but it's worth a shot. This is point and click adventures. You just get all the stuff you can. No, it doesn't really seem to help. You're just clicking everywhere. But you tried this, right? You tried to click, doesn't do anything? There's no clickable spot on the wall.
I'm clicking on the wall.
I'm really surprised you can't use the Drano in the toilet. What if you go use the toilet again? Because this playthrough now that you died once, you haven't used it yet. I didn't know the whole beginning was going to be... I did no prep for this part of the game. Like, I didn't actually play it at all, so I had no idea there'd be so much toilet humor.
Should I put Drano in the toilet?
I mean, you can... Well, now
flushing.
you're using...
No,
now you're just using it again.
I don't think you can flush it.
You have to... You can either... We know you can use the plunger on it, but try the Drano. Yeah, I'm shocked you can't use it on there.
Should I use it on this pipe?
No, see, the pipe doesn't come up with, like, a name on screen. What does? Just toilet.
Toilet.
It does nothing.
Drink the Drano.
You're trying to get a game over now. Can you use the plunger on the toilet paper rolls? I'm just thinking, just trying to get creative here. No, because all you can do is look at them. There was no... Wow.
Well, maybe I can... That's a look at.
Right. Which you did, but once you were looking, there was nothing to do in the screen where you were looking, right?
I think so. Let's make sure.
Point and click adventures are wild. Because this is how they are. It's just like, you just keep trying stuff. Obviously the window is important, but in what way? I'm just shocked. So nothing happens when you click it?
The man is coming in the door.
Wait, he's only going to come in if you let him in.
What now? Oh,
I feel like we're totally stumped. Wait, was there anything else? Just really carefully...
I took some TP.
Oh, good. Okay. Here we go.
Here, I got.
Maybe you're going to throw it up there?
I gotta do TP.
Let's see.
Window.
Yes, finally we're doing something. All right. Don't you feel a sense of accomplishment that we didn't look up what to do?
No. Okay. That didn't work. Okay. Plunger. Window.
Doesn't appear to be a thing you can do. That would have made sense. Like maybe you could throw it up there and then throw the TP, but no, it doesn't appear that you can. All right.
How do I combine?
Can you combine two things? Can you open the inventory again? You did. You can combine them.
Window.
All right. Here we go.
It's very difficult to locate.
With your little, like a computer-style cursor with...
What?
Did it just rip? Oh.
All right. That's not going to work because I need...
Oh.
I need the strong TP.
All right. This is good problem solving. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. This is rewarding problem solving. Now you can climb up the strong stuff. Thank God, Georgius?
I think it's gorgeous.
Oh. All right.
There I go.
You made it.
I don't like this.
The verdict is in, folks. So...
Well, I'm going to just pour Drano on the man in the chimney.
That's messed up. I think you really hurt that guy.
Put Drano on that man. And poured it in his eyes.
What did he do? Show you a game? Make you play a video game you didn't like or something?
I had to clear the obstruction. What's this? Beans?
Sulfuric acid.
Why is there a coffin in my basement? This is horrible.
Doesn't one of them sleep in there? Did we see that? I can't remember.
No, I did not see that.
Maybe we'll have to watch some more episodes of the show.
I don't want to do that either.
You got the idea.
It's not great. I'm not having a great time.
Yeah, I'm sensing that.
It's fine. Just walking around. I look disgusting. In a toilet. This is dumb.
You might even say it's stupid.
Oh, who's that guy?
What, are you going to funnel sulfuric acid into his mouth?
Yeah, why not?
That's messed up. Kind of horrific.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Pretty bad.
I am so glad I did not actually get this game as a kid. I would have hated
You would have been real scared, too.
But point-and-click adventures, other than Freddy the Fish, have never really been my favorite because after a while, either it's too easy and like it's just tedious, or it's too hard and you have to look up a guide, in my experience. So, I'm just very lucky I didn't end up actually buying this game.
What?
Did you just die again?
Yeah, and he made a your mama joke. That was rude. All right, I'm out of here.
Wow, and wait, have you not saved?
I don't know.
You'd have to restart the whole game
Well,
if that
thanks
happened
for the
to you.
help, Tyler.
I never played it before. All
I'm
right,
outta here.
you did good. I'm impressed with what you did here, Kate.
Ugh.
Not
It's horrible.
Not to infantilize you and say you couldn't do it.
One of the worst things you ever made me do.
Really?
Hated it.
Wow.
No, it wasn't one of the worst. It was pretty bad though.
So, I mean, what else? What is there to say in the wrap up here?
It wasn't great. It was bad.
Is it going to put you off all point and click adventures? Like, will you play Freddy the Fish sometime?
I probably will.
We really do need to do an episode on that, and probably the other humongous games like Putt Putt, Pajama Sam, that kind of stuff. But those are... I feel like they're not that different from this. This just has a bit of a more of a... I wouldn't even say adult sense of humor. Those are... This felt very straightforward, except just like, don't open a door that the guy's behind or else you'll die. You don't die in Freddy the Fish if you do something wrong.
And you know what? I think we're all worse off for it. Everybody gets a trophy and nobody dies.
So, wow, uh-oh.
Damn.
Boomer Katie.
Boomer life.
That game was so bad it turned you into an
It
angry
was.
boomer. Okay. So, not your favorite game, not your favorite
kinda
show.
dumb, yeah.
It didn't even have the theme song in it, did it?
It didn't, so it really didn't have any redeeming qualities.
All right, well, I guess that closes it out. I mean, I guess there's other space games we could have been playing this month, but we'll get to them. Asteroids, you ever played that?
I don't think so.
Space Invaders, ever played that?
I do not think so.
Wow, these are classics. E.T. the game?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for playing, Kate. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching my wife get angry at a Sega Dreamcast game.
It's us versus the problem.
Do you know the difference between a wimp and a man like me? Your mama.